I think the key piece is that we are concerned. It is. I don't think we're at the point of everyone having to watch outside their homes of this infiltration, but it is a level of concern to policing that this group is active. They are in Tennessee. Primarily right now, we see them engaged in human trafficking, and those operations are happening in each of our large cities in Tennessee. The alarm has been sounded only to raise awareness and understanding that they are here. What we also have learned is through our contacts and our communications with our partners at other states as well as federal and on the local level is that they have a pathway of violence, and we want people to be aware of that. And we want you to know that policing is looking out, and we are aware. And so we're watching very closely that these individuals will move from human trafficking and they move into the organized retail crime theft path. And then from there, they move into the drug path. We know that they are taking on the cartels. They haven't held back in letting cartels know that they will take them on, and they will battle for the drug trafficking in communities. And so we know that happens, and we know that they are a very violent group of individuals. They have shown their violence in areas throughout the country, specifically handling and addressing turf that they believe that they should own. The other piece is that they are very violent toward policing. They're violent toward law enforcement, and so they will fight and they will attack police. They have no respect for law enforcement, and that's an understanding as well. We want to make sure that our partners throughout the state in policing know that, and they're prepared for those encounters. We are sending out information through our law enforcement sensitive networks to our policing organizations so that they are aware of who these folks are, how to identify them, and then how to approach and address them. There are a number of other concerns that we continue to express with our policing partners, but what I want to make sure that the public knows is that we are aware, we are watching them, we are tracking those that we know that are here, and we also want the public to be diligent as always and paying attention in their communities for signs of things like human trafficking. And for more information on that, we have that data available, what to look for and how to spot potential victims of trafficking or situations of trafficking, so that you can notify us and let us know so that we can immediately respond and address these situations. Yeah, so we understand that many of our partners are being asked questions about this gang and what they're seeing in their communities, and many of those law enforcement officials, those policing officials, they haven't seen what we know is there, and that is because of the complexity of intelligence gathering. We at the TBI are the lead agency on human trafficking in the state of Tennessee, and so many of our operations are engaged with these types of individuals, and so these are things that our local agencies may not get engaged in. They may not have an understanding of as much as we do because of our operations. And we also are tied into networks because of our fusion engagement, the fusion center engagement. Because of those networks, we have additional intelligence information from our federal partners, as well as other state and local entities. And so through those engagements is how we know about this information, and we share the information with law enforcement that is particular and specific when we have it and when we can. And so those agencies may not be able to tell you what is going on directly in their community that we might know because they aren't exposed to it at this level yet. They will get information. We will provide information, especially if we have specific targeted information that we can provide to them. But there are times where they may be unaware of actors that may be moving in and out of their area that we are tracking. And so that's not uncommon for a police executive to not be aware of that type of detail in their community. And so it's not that they are asleep at the wheel. It's not that they don't. They're not doing their due diligence of keeping their community safe. It's that there are these actors who move throughout our arenas, our areas, that may not stay there, but they are moving through and doing operations in their communities. And we become aware of those because we are tracking them from other areas. This issue isn't just a Tennessee issue. As a matter of fact, in our recent meetings in Boston with the Association of State Criminal Investigative Agencies, or ASHA, we lead the Human Trafficking Committee with that organization. And during the committee hearing and the committee meeting there in Boston, all of our partners were telling us about their experiences, specifically with TDA throughout the nation. And so this is not a unique situation that Tennessee is experiencing. However, what I can say is what we saw was, when we first came upon them, that was the first we had seen of them in Tennessee. And then they disappeared after we had taken a couple of those individuals into custody. The organization, as we knew them, had left Tennessee. Now the intelligence we have and the information that we gather is that they are back. And that's why we're raising the information now, because we know they have returned. What we don't want to happen is to see them move into those next phases. We want to stop them where they are right now. And that's why we're raising the issue.